It takes a while. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sci-Fi Sunday, and it's a day at the beach. Today at the beach, we'll be talking about all the sci-fi and horror movies, and sometimes beach stuff you have to mention when you're talking about it. And I'm joined here today by my good friend Trenchy, my other good friend Jen from Jen's Views of the Wave, and my other really good friend from Trash Picture Show. And yeah, guys, beach, what's up?
It's a great theme. The beach is summertime. Hanging out with your friends. It's youth. It's eternal youth. You go to the beach and you have a good time with friends. And I think that you can do it at any age, but I think it has a special attraction for your youth, especially your teenage years. Which there's some movie with teenagers at the beach.
Oh yeah, it's actually that's one of the things that makes it a great vehicle for a horror movie. Is because you've got lots of doing what they're not supposed to be doing, having their illegal bonfires on the beach, underage drinking, and that's what they do. You know,
that's what they do. God bless them for it.
But yeah, I got a lengthy list of movies. Some of them just feature a beach briefly. Like I put Planet of the Apes on here because I have to. It's so got to do that. But yeah, there's quite a few. I didn't think there'd be that much material when I was going over this topic in my research, but I'm like, yeah, there really is a lot of movies.
There is, and there seems to be like a resurgence. Like you won't see them for a while, and then all of a sudden in the early 2000s, you kind of saw a little bit of a revival of the genre. So
yeah, like comes and goes in waves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good.
Was that pun intended?
Very good.
And there's even a couple Godzilla films that take place on a beach, so that's always great to have.
Yeah, there is. You almost need Godzilla at the beach.
There's one beach movie I absolutely adore, and I'm just wondering is it on the list, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I fucking adore this movie because it's so fucking ridiculous.
Oh, but of course, the two Godzilla movies I'm talking about are Ibera Horror of the Deep, or AKA Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, and Son of Godzilla, which features quite a bit of beach. Other than that, there's a couple other movies that he's on a beach briefly here and there, but those ones really feature it. Like it's part of the plot sometimes. You know?
I would agree. It's Son of Godzilla, isn't that one of the ones that's the most hated out of all the Godzilla films, or am I thinking of another one? Isn't that like one of the most hated Godzilla films?
You're thinking of All Monsters Attack.
Oh, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. Maybe.
Yeah. Which one has which one has the goofy looking Godzilla son where it's like, Godzilla says I have to fight my own battles, kind of fucking.
That's the one.
That's the one I'm thinking.
That's the best. That's one of the best.
I like it, and sometimes I like to watch it with the thought in my head that this kid isn't just daydreaming. We're witnessing his descent into madness. Of course, that's not what it's about.
He wants to be Godzilla's son.
Jake loves that movie.
Oh, it's great. I like that he becomes friends with Godzilla's son, and like they're like buddies, and like they're in the same situation. They both have to deal with a bully.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I guess it's a good message for kids.
Yeah. And it was right. It was right in that time of the 70s where being a latchkey kid was sort of like a very big thing in Japan. Like there was a lot of like, oh well, you're alone in the house, or you've got like your older relative, is staying there, and that's like your adult supervision. The rest of the time, you're just free range all over the place.
Yeah. Different time. Yeah. Different time.
But the ones that really feature it, especially Son of Godzilla, because that one's great. Because you got the guy, he gets dropped from the plane. He comes up on the beach. He's not supposed to be there. And you've got weather control. How fun is that? Weather control.
Very cool. It is a cool one.
You got to watch it with the what is it? The Universal dub, not the international dub that you see it with now. It's like you get on DVD now, it comes paired with the worst dub ever. I think it was done in Hong Kong. It's so bad. But,
Yeah, it's pretty infamous even for bad dubs, right? It's pretty infamous even for bad dubs.
I would consider it, but I mean, it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't look right, and like I don't know. After growing up with the original version that had a dub that was done in Hollywood with actual actors, and not just their speakers they pull in off the street.
Hey, you there, you're an actor. Yeah, sure.
That's the movie where people like accuse Godzilla of child abuse for stomping on Son of Godzilla's tail to make him blow fire.
Yeah,
hey, Junebug.
Exactly. Hey, June. Hey, Sadie.
And we have Sadie in the chat. Hello.
Hey.
Happy day at the beach to you. But so yeah, I had to feature those. Had to mention them, highlight them, whatever you want to call it. And of course, I'm going to wait on talking about one of these franchises because it segues very nicely into what's going on next Sunday, and every Sunday, or not next Sunday, but next month on Sundays with Marty's hosting duties.
Very cool.
But yeah, I was telling Coachy in the back. We also have Creep Show 2. That had a beach. That had a beach in it too.
Yes, it did. That's a great beach scene. That is a great beach scene.
Leslie Nielsen is so fucking sinister in that scene as well. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I left you a TV," and it's like, "Whoa, what a freak!"
Yeah, like it's great to it makes the movie. I think having Leslie Nielsen in there makes that movie.
I agree.
Yeah, both like Creep Show 1 and Creep Show 2 have like dope fucking beach sequences.
They do.
I like Creep Show, but I always found that that one would have been better if it had started with the couple cheating continuously and just being a prick to Leslie Nielsen and then him drowning instead of just coming in halfway through and then coming back as waterlogged zombies. I don't know why. I'm not saying he should have drowned them. I just think it would have been a lot more creepy. Just have them being drowned slowly, then just they're zombies. I don't know. I think that kind of I think that kind of hobbled the creep factor of him kind of having them watch each other drown. I don't know. I'm just going to shut up.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah, but
that is a good point. Oh, sorry, Trinity, go ahead.
They get their revenge and then they make him drown. And they have the awesome, like, fucking, I can hold my breath for a very long time. Like, that performance was amazing.
I'd agree.
Yeah. But certainly not the only beach movie on the list. Also, even though I guess it's not really technically a beach, although the sequel has a beach in it, you got Creature from the Black Lagoon and Return of the Beach movie, sort of.
Yeah, I would agree. Water, at least. You have a body of water, so I think it counts.
Mm-hmm. Well, the second one definitely has a beach because he's carrying her onto the beach, and then I don't want to ruin the ending and what happens to the creature, but the Gilliman.
Exactly, and Shape of Water too. Shape of Water would be another one you could say that went to the beach.
Oh yeah, they does go to the beach.
Yeah, they do.
Of course, we got to mention it. I've mentioned it every Sunday this month. And again, the Jaws movies, they all have beaches in them.
Very true. I think that is a quintessential beach movie.
We need to open the beaches for July. But there's a shark eating people. We need to open the beaches for July.
Well, as long as they don't go in the water.
It's a very New England attitude. It's like, no, we need to make our money. Damn it. But yeah, and of course, we got Blood Beach, which we were talking about briefly in the back. We mentioned that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
What's the premise for that one? I've never heard of it.
It's from the 80s, I want to say. It's from the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a creature feature. It's like a lot of these, it's a creature feature. And it's just what you think.
Okay.
It's a pretty good one. It's campy fun. It's not anything like Jaws. It's not an iconic film like Jaws, but it's fun if you like your camp and cheese. It's not good.
Is the monster at least good looking?
What do you think?
Probably not. Okay.
I was asking Ethel, what do you think? Do you think it's a good looking monster? In Blood Beach?
It's certainly more intimidating than certain other monsters I have in these movies on this list.
I suppose that's true. It's okay. It's fun.
Another campy movie that takes place on the beach with a pretty decent monster, surprisingly, is the Roger Corman movie. What the hell's it called? Humanoids from the Deep.
The Deep. Yeah. Yeah.
Which that features a pretty creepy monster. It's got it looks like it's got seaweed, but I guess it's supposed to be hair.
I always thought it was seaweed. But I could be wrong, but I always thought it was seaweed.
And it features lots of titties because it's a Corman film, guys, and the man loves his titties.
Again, that goes with the beach theme. You gotta have that. You gotta have that in your beach films. Although not necessarily his titties or Corman's titties. Although I don't know, I'm not a guy. You Trenchy, Marty, jump in because maybe they're better titties than to a woman.
I don't know. I don't judge man's titties. I try not to. I don't try to flash mine at yourself too much because I don't want to put you off eating. Like I might put you off like fucking bacon or something like I. So no, but boo. Yeah, okay. You see a kind of beach kind of fucking movie from the 80s exploitation, and I'm sorry, it's kind of fucking. It's jelly and ice cream. It's beach and tits. That's it. You're like, you got girls playing volleyball. You got fucking girls like fucking putting sand on top of their booblas. You got girls jumping in and down the water.
Wait a minute. Go back to that sand. I've never seen. Have you seen a movie where they just put the sand on their boobies? Because I'm trying to think. What's a movie that they've done that? Because I must have missed some.
But don't. Well, actually, it's mainly guys that make themselves sand boobies. Sorry, I got mixed up there. I get that.
Okay.
And if we ever go to the beach, would you get me a nice big pair of sand boobies?
Sure.
Sweet. I want C cups.
D even. I'll treat y'all.
Ooh.
The seashell nipple.
But you're right. That is something that boobies and beach do go together. They're it's kind of a hand-in-hand thing. Do you think
you said booby in hand? Sorry. Anyway,
do you guys think that is more for the men, like watching it? Because it's generally, for adolescent males that are watching it. Do you think that's like just mostly for them, or do you think that's just to enhance the story? Because you see it a lot in the movies.
But what about like guys going around in fucking tidy whities or short trunks, like with their man sausages nearly fucking leaking out the legs of their fucking Speedos?
I suppose, but you don't see it as much as the boobies. Like, you don't think of Speedos as much as you do boobs at beaches. Or maybe I'm wrong. Like, I'd like to hear everyone else's opinions on this, but I think it's more boobs than sausages.
Okay.
Or hot dogs.
Okay.
Because all the guys wear the trunks. They all wear the trunks. Like the Speedos, you get that here sometimes though. Like if you go to the beach, you'll see the guys in Speedos here. But the problem with that is they're all from Canada and they're all about 300 pounds.
That must be a lovely sight. Teach their own. Teach their own.
Get me some sausage meat. Get me some Canadian bacon. Am I right, Ethel? Am I right?
But hey, you know, it's they got to do what they got to do, and that's how they do in Canada. I'm not going to judge. You know, it's Quebec's a weird place. Quebec's a weird place.
It's fine. The human body, I think Americans make too big of a deal of it anyway. Like, nudity doesn't necessarily bother me. So
no, I like it in a film. Like, I think it's good to. I mean, it needs to have a purpose, but I think it's good for it to be in a movie. It sometimes it gives realism to a scene.
It does. It does. See, I'm a little bit more though. Even if it doesn't have anything to do with the movie, with the right movie, I'm like, okay, this has nothing to do with anything, but I'm down for it. But that's just me.
But with a beach movie, you almost have to have it because, like, it's a beach movie. There's usually rambunctious teens, young adults, whatever you want to call them. You know somebody's going skinny dipping. It happens. It happened in Jaws.
It did. It probably every movie you can think of, it happens. Beach movie. Yeah.
Like, it's what happens, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go skinny dipping though. Like, what if a jellyfish latches onto me fucking meat and veg? That's me fucked. Like, and Jane, then you're gonna have to stoop over and pee on me.
I would.
That's why I love you. That's why, because you care.
I care enough, Marty.
You know, that's actually a myth about the pee.
I know. I did a video and people got really mad at me because I was joking. There wasn't much to say about the movie. And so I was just trying to add comedy and I kept bringing that point home. And somebody gave me like a long comment saying I was an idiot that I didn't know that. And I was like, I was joking. But
yeah.
Well, it's not an idiot. It's like fucking what perpetuated this myth then about pissing on a fucking jellyfish wound?
I don't. Do you know, Ethel? I don't. What started the myth?
I think it was just someone trying to publicly enjoy their kink. I don't know, but
it was probably some German guy. Yes, I have a doctor, hold perfectly still.
And people in the chat, it all correlates because peeing and beaches and jellyfish, it all works. So it's within the topic range.
Okay. Sasha just came up with a weird point there, a weird comment. I saw Nicole Kidman pee on someone at the beach.
What movie?
Was this a movie?
Like, we're learning something new about Nicole Kidman. Like, that's just what she's into, man. Like,
no, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge.
No.
Maybe Jen. Maybe it was the unfinished sequel to Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh God.
Eyes wide shut, bladder wide open.
But
what movie it is? What movie is that? I'm curious.
You can't leave us in suspense, Sasha. Oh, right, yes, it was a film. I forgot to say that.
But what film?
Would it be Dead Calm? It wasn't Dead Calm. That's the only like movie where she's out in the ocean that I can think of right off the bat. It's not Dead Calm. I don't think. It's the only one I can think of.
Maybe it was Far and Away.
The Paperboy?
Paperboy.
Did she pee on a paperboy, or the name of the movie's The Paperboy?
Trenchy in the back room says, well, that would have really changed the dynamic of Batman forever. Paperboy, okay.
It turns out that's what Bruce Wayne's secret was.
Hey, Ethel, in fairness, if you got out of that suit, you'd fucking piss anywhere. You just fucking piss. Like, where's the White Alfred put a zipper in this fucking thing?
But actually, if you do get stung by a jellyfish, what they do for you a lot of times is they'll spray warm water on you out of like a spray bottle or vinegar, warm water and vinegar.
I've heard that. That's what
But
you do.
supposedly that doesn't do anything either. It's just to distract you. It's like give the placebo effect.
Okay. Cool. I knew that. I knew that. I've heard people say carry vinegar around the beach.
But
hello.
Hey, you know,
we're talking about peeing on people.
Jellyfish. Yes, you've missed a few things.
Excellent.
Maybe that's where it came from. So, because warm water isn't readily available, and maybe the warmest water you can have readily available is your urine.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Remember the movie we did where I got?
Oh yeah, that one dude got super pissed at you for making a joke.
Yeah.
I still think it's somebody came up with that because they were trying to public kink.
Yeah, it was a German. It was probably some German on holiday. I'm a doctor. Hold still. Hold still. Das ist verboten. Das ist verboten. Sorry.
Leave his story now. That makes sense.
So, well, it's now permanent headcanon. Like, that's what I'm going to think it's to with some German doctor somewhere.
Oh, he's not even a doctor. He's not even a doctor. He's just got some guy who claimed to be a doctor in order to get the piss on someone. That's what it was.
Yeah, because it's fine to have a doctor pee on you. It's just sick if it's not someone, it has to be a doctor or higher.
Yeah, it has to be a registered professional, Jen.
Yeah.
Got it, for science.
Science, yeah, exactly. You're a lady as long as it's a doctor or higher. You're just a slut if it's, some guy named Larry who drives a pickup truck.
Oh, goddamn.
But I see Trenchy could not handle this. He's disappeared. He's like, that's it. We've gotten into the water sports talk. I can't stand that. Sorry, Trench.
It's okay, Trenchy.
You knew what you were getting into when you came in here. It's that kind of show, guys. It's that kind of show. But yeah, so moving on, I guess, because how do you just descend into filth if we keep on this track? We got The Shallows, guys. Have you seen that one?
Yeah,
I like that one.
That one's good.
Yeah, we did it for Shark Week.
Yeah, we did that for Shark Week one year. Yeah.
I really like that one. That one is really good.
That one was a surprise. I went in expecting it to kind of suck, and it ended up surprising me pretty much.
Yeah, I did too. I really liked it. Good.
I really like the design of the shark they have in there too. It's like it's all gnarly in the face.
And it also kind of puts you in a person's shoes of what you would do. Like that one really, that was a movie that really put me in the character's shoes and had me thinking the whole time, okay, what the hell would I do if I was in this situation? And I thought the character, that's another thing, that was one that she made some smart choices. She didn't do it perfectly, but she made some smart choices as opposed to stupid horror movie tropes, which I liked.
It also fleshed Blake Lively out to be more than just this like fucking kind of sexy blonde. She had a good head on her shoulders. And she wanted to survive because of what happened to her mom, and this was her only connection, this beach. And I thought I liked that. I thought it was cool.
I did too. And you liked it?
Yeah, very good movie.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you can't talk about beach movies without that because it's got surfing in it, and that's very much a beach thing.
That is very much a beach thing, and sharks.
There's sharks.
It has sharks, and it's definitely another one, a movie like Jaws and some of these other movies we'll talk about that gives you where the boobies make you pro beach. This is one that does it. That makes it an anti beach where you stay away from the water.
Yeah.
Oh, Trenchy's mentioning 47 Meters Down.
Ah,
Good movie.
the sequel is fun.
Not as good.
I liked the first 47 Meters Down. I really did. I thought it was a lot of fun. And the characters are what makes that movie so good.
Yeah.
And they make some interesting choices, but I love it. And also the ending. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but the ending is like, I love that ending. I thought that was a really smart way to do it.
Oh, we got Sashi's asking about the Shark Week. Yes, it is. It'll be a week celebrating sharks.
Yes.
Yep.
I think Discovery Channel is like a whole month of sharks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Trenchy says Shallows was okay, but he preferred 47 Meters Down. What do you guys think? Do you guys have a favorite? Do you prefer the Shallows over? I like 47 Meters Down. It's a really fun movie, but probably the Shallows is a little bit more realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like 47 Meters Down, Marty, or it was okay?
I fucking thought that was fucking shite.
See, I liked it. I thought it was actually a really fun movie.
The second one was kind of shy.
But even that was fun.
My thing is, when I start wanting the main characters to die, that's when you've lost me.
What?
I can understand that.
What was wrong with her? I liked her.
She was okay.
I liked her.
Yeah. She sounded like a fucking bug zapper with vocal cords. Fuck's sake. No, just.
I liked it, damn it.
Okay, no, I'm not. That's just me, personal opinion.
No.
You know me. Jen, you know me. We're together now. You should realize I'm a fucking contrarian, so I just accept.
Don't worry about it. I forgot. That's right. Sylvester Stallone's daughter was in it.
Yeah, she was in part 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And Sasha's asking, how do you celebrate sharks? How do you do that?
Just by watching their movies and documentaries and buying toys. If you're at Walmart, they always have all the sharks that I have to get Jake every year.
And if you're a couple jackasses on the internet, you review Jaws knockoffs every year.
Or Creature Feature. Or Grizzly.
Well, yes,
or Grizzly too.
You just review Jaws knockoff films all week.
Yeah.
I just slip the testicles of white nationalists and throw them into the ocean. That's how I fucking celebrate Shark Week. There you go, lads. Lunches up.
Into the Blue?
I've never even heard of that one.
I don't think I have either.
Oh yeah, the Jessica Alba where she's a blonde in that one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they're treasure hunting, and you're one from Birds of Prey, the old '90s series, Ashley Bell or whatever the fuck is in that as well.
Is it a good movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I get.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Like it's if you're in the mood for it and you like Jessica Alba, I would say it's fine. But you really have to be in the mood for it, I think.
Is it something similar to The Shallows, or is it a little different?
It's a little different, but I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's that. There's hey, talk about one of the more campy movies. You gotta mention, because we're talking about beach movies. Got to mention Horror of Party Beach.
I haven't seen it, but you
classic.
Tell me about it.
There's a party going on a beach, and a horror shows up.
A horror shows up?
Yes, a horror. Well, any good party at a beach should have a horror at it.
At least 3.
Yes.
As I hold up 2 fingers.
Beach party and like a beach party, and then a monster shows up. It's pretty fun. It's like what, 60s?
Yeah, it's late 50s, early 60s. Basically, they dump toxic waste in the ocean, and this barrel of toxic waste falls down to the bottom, and there's like a pirate ship, and it leaks
That's
out
right.
onto the corpse of this pirate, and then it sort of mutates, and it becomes this weird monster that looks like it's got a mouthful of hot dogs. It's in the thumbnail for this video. It's in the water off to the corner of the screen. If you ever take a look at the thumbnail, it's in there.
Gotcha.
But it's got a lot of great musical numbers, or well, I don't know if they're great, but everybody's doing the zombie stomp.
That's another thing in some beach movies, more like the Frankie and Annette kind of movies, but you do have dance party sort of things in beach movies, so I guess it works.
Tradition.
Yeah.
You gotta have a dance party at a beach. You have to do it. You get the boombox out, or you got the live band there, and friggin' dance around.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree.
So I had to mention that. Another lesser known cheesy B movie takes place on the beach. Was it Blood Waters of Dr. Z, or otherwise known as Zat?
Yes, that fucker's wearing sneakers. That prick is wearing sneakers, and you can see him half the time. Basically, this guy wants to be a fish, so he turns himself into a fish, but they fucking bam the fucking camera down, and you can see he's wearing fucking trainers the whole time. He's bombing around, and he's like, oh, the costume is fucking wonderfully shite. I mean, Jake is uber talented. Jake could fucking whip together fucking a better costume using paper mache and dog shit. Seriously, it's not fucking wonderfully bad. I love that. If you haven't seen that, what's wrong with you? Watch fucking that.
Oh, watch it.
And that is that. Sorry.
He's got like a filthy swimming pool inside his laboratory, and like he kidnaps women because he's trying to make a fish woman for him to be with.
Yeah.
And he walks around with like, it looks like a ketchup bottle, and he's spraying people and plants with it, and like you've got giant walking catfish, but it's really just stock footage, and like, oh, it's so bad.
So bad. I get you. It sounds like something you'd be up for.
Probably, yes.
So that's worth a look. I think it's supposed to take place in Florida, if I remember right.
Of course, Florida.
So,
yeah.
Damn Florida.
Damn Florida. Damn Floridians.
Always.
If they're not throwing their alligators at
Wendy's employees.
they're doing that.
Florida man, will you ever learn?
Oh, Florida man.
Probably not.
If he's not eating people's faces, he's making bad monster movies. Yay, Florida. Way to go. You enjoy those bath salts, sir. You enjoy those fucking bath salts.
Oh,
That
man.
reminds me, I need some more bath salts.
And speaking of bath salts, if you've seen the creature from this one, this looks like it's on bath salts. You got Attack of the Crab Monsters. Have you seen that?
Monsters.
Crap.
Yeah, I have. You've seen it, right? I love
They
it.
got
Of course.
really weird faces.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Did I have to use giant prophylactics to stop them? Or is that it's a different type of crab. Oh, gotcha. I thought it was crab monster or something.
Special shampoo.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
There is a movie about the other kind of crabs you were talking about. It's a porn.
God.
Yeah, that's the porn parody of this film.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Jen, you know about a particular puppet movie, so nothing fucking shocks me no more.
Don't worry, you'll be knowledgeable with it too, Marty.
I don't know if Attack of the Crab Monsters is public domain or not. I should look into that because that'd be a great one to do a watch along of.
Ooh, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I want to
it's
say that it is.
It screams like it should be.
I want to say that it is a public domain. I could be totally wrong about that, but I think it is.
Because it's old enough. It's in black and white, which I don't mind, but some people it might make a face, but I think it's fine.
Oh, I
The
love
Movie's
that.
not in color.
What do you think that is? Why do you think some people? It's just because they didn't grow up with it. You think that's why they're so?
It's the same motherfuckers who are like, dude, this movie has subtitles.
Oh God, my biggest pet peeve in movies. Ugh.
You have to read.
Every time I hear someone say that, I want to smack them.
It's like I guess maybe if you have trouble reading or whatever, maybe it's a problem. Like I don't know. The only time I don't like subtitles is if I'm trying to watch the movie while I do something else that involves me having to like look at something else, not the movie. Because then I what's going on. But
Yeah, I agree with that.
But aside from that, I like subtitles. Subtitles are fine.
Oh yeah.
The only time I had a problem with subtitles was watching Shin Godzilla because they had a news report with Japanese text going on the bottom because it's a news report, and then they had a translation of what the news anchor was saying, and also a translation of the text that was going along the bottom of the screen, and I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to?
Yeah, that happens a couple times.
Oh God, I've gone cross-eyed literally.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fun Kamen Rider reference in that movie towards the end where they show the chemicals that they use to freeze guys. Oh, you know about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, he loves
No,
Kamen
I'm a
Rider.
big Kamen Rider fan, actually.
Oh, Kamen Rider's great.
Oh yeah.
So we did a whole stream where we talked about Kamen Rider. Wasn't
Hell
the whole
yeah.
time, but for a good portion of it, I did a kaiju stream and tokusatsu stream. So
If ever you want to do a proper Kamen Rider, a kind of standalone one, fucking bring Christian on, because I'd say you two would fucking chat for a
I'd be
fucking
down.
century about it.
Yeah.
oh, absolutely. I love the monsters in Kamen Rider. They're so creative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like some of them have a horror theme, which is always great. I always like to watch that show around Halloween because it's like it has this interesting horror vibe about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, absolutely. And then my favorite is they have a werewolf episode for Christmas,
Of course they do.
as you do.
As you do. I'm not surprised.
Werewolves and Christmas, they go hand in hand.
They do.
Well, Creepshow did it. Was it where?
No, that was World War II for the werewolves.
Werewolf? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Or no, you're right. There was the Chris.
I
They
thought
were
so.
general shapeshifters, but there was a werewolf in there. You're right.
Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, I guess it works better than you think it does.
Yeah. Oh, we got Cool Brick Lover. We got Brian in here. It's howdy, man.
Hey, Brian.
Brian.
Got to look at the chat more, guys. Sorry, I don't do that all the time, but I don't know. So yeah, gotta mention crab monsters because beach crabs happens. They live there.
And sometimes you get crabs at the beach. The other kind of crabs. Am I right? High five me, bro.
No, I'm not.
Well, you do.
And this is why I adore you.
Because you get crabs at the beach?
Hey, whatever spices it up, my friend. Whatever spices it up, okay?
I've never gotten crabs at the beach or anywhere else.
I just slowly roll away from you two. Slowly
All the
roll.
partying. All the things.
I'm hoping to get pink eye for our anniversary, but fingers crossed.
But
She's gonna fucking
yeah,
kill me.
Got to mention that Lake Placid, guys. It's a beach.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
a
Betty
beach.
White. Betty White too.
Betty White's best movie? Question mark.
It's a damn good one. Damn good one. Also, Oliver Platt is amazing, and the guy that plays the sheriff, not the one, the older.
Brendan Gleeson. Brendan Gleeson is awesome.
Yes.
Again, fantastic Irish actor. How did it feel using your gun? Kind of anticlimactic. I just like he got to blow up the fucking crocodile with the gun.
And I like the female scientist. Beats. I used to skip stones because it beat playing with the other kids.
Yeah.
I like that line too a lot.
That movie's so good.
Yeah.
Have a guest in the back.
It's from the creators Ally McBeal and Boston Legal.
Mhm.
I kept on forgetting that.
Yeah, which is you wouldn't expect them to make that kind of movie, but they did.
Hey, Trent.
The trench. There we go.
How
Welcome
does
back, friend.
How does everyone feel about the sequels to the Lake Placid movies?
Oh, you funny. You funny.
How many are there?
Okay. I know this because I had to do research for a video that we had to scrap. 2, 3, 4 versus Anaconda. 7. There's 7 sequels.
The law of average says one of them has to be halfway decent, and I haven't seen them all.
I've seen the first 3 and versus Anaconda, and no, they are not.
I'd rather eat Tic Tacs than watch the rest of that fucking series. No, I said run, not Tic Tacs, Tum Tacs. I'd rather eat Tum Tacs than watch the rest of that fucking series.
What about you, Ethel? Is there any good ones in the bunch for you besides the original Lake Placid?
You know, you gotta watch them if you watch the first one. That's sort of the rule with movies. Gotta watch them. Well, they're there. They exist on film for all time.
What about you, Trenchy? Is there anyone that you would say was good after Lake Placid?
I'm still amazed there are sequels, but I'm not surprised.
Dude, I'm with Trenchy. I'm fucking amazed as well. I'm like, what?
Dude, the most amazing thing about those movies is Robert Englund becomes the lead character in them. Like he's a side character in the first film, and then he just keeps coming back in them.
I might have to watch these.
He probably had to build a garden shed, and he realized I could build a really, really big garden shed if I kept on coming back for these movies.
The first one was good because you had, like you said, Robert Englund, and you had Betty White beating the alligator and shit. That was dope.
Oh,
Yeah.
So good.
I could see your Graham doing that, bringing the cow to the.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Betty White's best movie, man.
Yeah.
Betty White's best movie.
Yeah, John wants us to mention Beach Blanket Bingo, so we got to do that. Not horror sci-fi, but we'll mention it because
Yeah.
like quintessential beach movie, you have to mention it.
How do you feel about Beach Blanket Bingo?
It's a classic of the beach film genre of the 60s. It's fine. I never really gone too far into the 60s beach movie genre. Movie, it exists. I'm sure they do dance in it.
Yeah, you know.
You just killed the conversation, Christian. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Look, it's her fault. She threw me with asking me about a movie I've never seen.
You had seen it. I'm
No,
sorry. This
I've
is
never-
my fault.
I know it exists. Never seen it. Though.
I assumed you had.
What's it about, Ethel? Have you seen it?
Oh, I saw it a long time ago. I remember there was lots of dancing, and
Yeah.
it was very much a product of the '60s. It's I don't know. Deb, you might remember it a bit better.
Wait a minute. Didn't they those stupid Disney movies? Oh, they came out. Didn't they take a page from Beach Blanket Bingo? Now that I'm thinking about it,
Probably.
you know which ones those?
The Disney chat, the Disney.
Oh
channel?
my god!
You know
I
which
know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Oh, those
just-
fucking
yeah.
movies.
I think they took a great page from that. Now that I'm thinking about
Why
it.
is it that you and Trenchy are the most well-versed in Disney Channel beach movies?
No, I just remember hearing a thing, and I saw something. I watched things. Damn it!
Dude, I grew up with Disney Channel, man, and Yeah, there was some good, and there was those movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Junebug
Sorry to get
saying it. Teen Beach Movie 1 and 2 is what Junebug is saying.
They had names. I can't
I think
remember.
that's what they were called. Yeah.
I'm thinking of another thing too.
And Sasha is mentioning Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I've not seen that one, but I know of it.
God!
Sparky,
Why? Why are we bringing up Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
This is the beach.
Note to self: always bring up Shark Boy and Lava Girl around Trenchy.
Trenchy, why does this trigger you so? Why does this trigger you
I
so?
have a love-hate relationship with this movie. Like, I like elements of it, but then you also have Taylor Lautner as a shark aggressively singing a lullaby song, and that shit gives me nightmares.
Holy shit! Oh god, you're giving me like flashbacks of this movie. Oh
Wait a
god,
minute.
you're right.
That was like a favorite kid when you were a kid.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was like 6, though. I haven't thought about this movie. Oh my god, you're right. Oh no.
Weren't there
It's
sequels
fine.
to Trenchy?
I think
There
you're
was.
movies.
Yeah.
There was a sequel, and it has nothing to do with the original, besides 2 characters come back.
Nice.
Was there a beach in this movie?
Was there Sparky?
I don't remember there being a beach. There was a shark, Taylor Lautner.
Oh man,
It kind of counts though. I mean, if you have a shark, you have to.
And you had George Lopez as like a
Is
clock.
he trying to monopolize of predatory creatures? He turns into a wolf. He turns into a shark. For fuck's sake, Lautner, just turn into an alpaca. It's what you look like the most. For fuck's sake, man.
I would be down for that. Oh, and I remember there was George Lopez. He was like a clock or something.
Oh no, he was Mr. Electro, and he was a giant battery man.
He was a battery man. That's right. And it's
That has
just
electricity.
Just to let you know, Ethel, this was written by Robert Rodriguez while he was going through a very serious separation. So, as some people guessed, he was smoking like a motherfucker and also tried to write a movie for his kids so they wouldn't feel so bad. So this dude decided to fucking huff on a bit of Mary Jane and write a fucking movie for his children. So that's why we got what we got.
I recommend it. It's especially if you're fucking high, you watch that shit. It
That
will
sounds
take
like a
you
movie that'd be good high, yeah.
And that's
All
also
right, so
something
maybe-
you do at the beach.
Get high?
Yeah.
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 Maybe have a drink or two before you watch it. I guess it happens. But yeah. So moving on back to like beach movies. We got we got friggin' Piranha, man.
Woohoo.
Which one?
I had the one specifically just because it had Punky Brewster in it. I had the made-for-TV one written down, but there's a whole series, so like
Yeah.
Quite there.
Piranha 2: The Spawning was James Cameron's first big movie, and it was also Lance Henriksen's first kind of lead role. I remember there was some fantastic stop motion in the original Piranha where they're going through the scientist's kind of shack, kind of lab, and there's this little kind of walking kind of tadpole kind of thing, kind of scuttling out of the beakers. I remember that being really cool.
Yeah. The weird thing is they just that's just a thing in the movie. They never bring.
Yeah, it's never brought up or never referenced.
Yeah, it's never acknowledged again. It's just they had a stop motion animator on set for a while and asked him to do something for it. It's very weird.
oh yeah, John, we mentioned Blood Beach.
Yeah.
How could you not?
Gotta do it. Piranha 3 Double D.
Oh no.
You
I
know this.
like that movie.
I love Piranha 3D, but man.
I Christian. Vane Rains comes back with shotgun leg crutches.
That's
Okay.
true. He does.
He comes back. You think he's died in the first one? No, he just had his legs ripped off, and he's replaced his legs with crutches that are shotguns. I mean, what can't you like? Also, Hasselhoff turns up to save a child,
That's
and then gets pissed off when the kid gets his head bitten off later on.
Little
Yeah,
ginger fuck.
you know what? You're right. I probably should revisit Double D. I should probably revisit that one.
Is that the one where the piranha comes out of the chick's vagina and bites the penis and he has to chop it off
Yeah,
with a machete? Yeah, I remember watching that. I actually watched that at a pretty, like, I was like a teenager, but there were like younger people in the room and we were all watching together. Like, I don't know why.
that was supposed to be in the first one, but Alexander Aje, who directed the first one, was like, no, we're going to go campy, but we're not going to go that campy. Like, they had Richard Dreyfuss's character from Jaws eaten in the first 5 minutes. You had Christopher Lloyd as a really cool kind of fucking scientist who's like figures out these are fucking prehistoric piranhas, and like they were dug out of a fucking kind of underwater cave. I like the first Piranha remake. I even got the shitty fucking 3D glasses with when I got it on DVD.
Me
you know, the
too.
blue and white ones that don't fucking work.
Me too. I love those.
John.
have you seen-
Oh, sorry.
No. I'm just asking, have you seen the remake of that one, Ethel, and what did you think?
I actually haven't seen the remake of that one.
It's fun. It's actually fun. The first one is fun. The other one is just fucking pants and head ridiculous, but the first one is a lot more fun, I think.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. John, we did mention Humanoids from the Beach. From the Deep, that's Roger Corman one right there. The one with the boobies.
Boobies.
Yay.
Nightmare Beach. That's a good one to bring up too. Like I don't even have that one on my list, but I should. Guys, haven't seen Nightmare Beach?
I know the name, but I've never seen it.
I thought you had.
Never seen it. I know the name though.
When did it come out, Ethel? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I saw that one a long time ago. I barely remember that one, but I should have had that on this list. Good catch, John. Oh yeah, John, I have Tentacles too, from 1977 on my list as well. That's a good one to bring up. Have you guys seen that one?
The classic.
Classic.
The
I haven't seen it.
Classic.
It's a classic.
Sell it to them, boy.
There's tentacles. that alone should probably sell.
Okay. Is it tentacles in a B movie kind of way, or a pink pineapple anime, underground anime kind of way?
Pervert. It's not a hentai, you dirty old man.
He's 2 years younger than me. Who you calling old?
You're right. You're a dirty old woman.
So it's not a hentai.
It's not a hentai.
Are you sure?
No.
Your cat's attacking your computer.
I know. Yeah. Pretty sure it's not a hentai.
So what's it about if it's not a hentai?
Oh God, it's been ages. Is it an octopus or a squid movie? I can't remember.
It's an octopus, and it goes around and it eats people.
Yeah.
Yay.
What's the motivation?
It's an octopus and it's hungry. Wait, hang on. I need to look something up now that I'm thinking about it. When did that urban legend start?
What urban legend?
The Oklahoma octopus. I want to see if that happened before or after
what the
Tentacles.
hell is the Oklahoma octopus?
Hang on, I'll tell you about the Oklahoma octopus after I know something.
I want to know what that is.
I do too.
I'm now invested.
Okay, so basically, while I'm looking this up, there in the Oklahoma octopus is this urban legend of there's this random lake somewhere in Oklahoma where like one dude went missing and he went under the water and his body was never found again. And the urban legend of there was an octopus living in this lake killing people started. I want to look up and see if that urban legend started after this movie and if we have kind of like a chupacabra subspecies situation.
That's cool about that being on what is it called, Last Drive-In. I didn't know that. I haven't seen that show very often, but I guess they're making new episodes of it. So
yeah, they are. It's on Shudder.
See, I don't have Shudder. That's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, John, we talked about horror of Party Beach. We've done the zombie stomp already.
Oh yeah, it was also covered in an episode of Lost Tapes. That's where I know it from.
Oh yeah, Lost Tapes.
Yeah, it was one of the episodes from season 1.
Oh yeah, I think I did see that one.
Yeah, it's an alright episode. It kind of feels like the raft segment from Creepshow 2, only instead of like toxic slime, it's an octopus.
Our octopus swa, as I like to call them.
Yes, kind of like an octopus swab. Whatever the fuck that is.
Don't ask.
Sasha has mentioned a movie called The Red Turtle, which is an anime taking place on the beach. I haven't seen that one, but good to have it in there.
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it either.
Oh, and since we're briefly mentioning anime, I got to mention Squid Girl because that's all about taking place on a beach.
I still need to watch that.
That's so funny and so nice, and I'm delighted Ethel introduced me to it because it's kind of slice of life meets fantasy, and it's just the characters are so likable.
I'll definitely check it
out.
I'll check it out.
It reminds me of a newer anime called like The Devil is a something. It's like where the devil essentially has to work at McDonald's.
Oh, Devil is a part-timer.
Yes. It reminds me of that, but I feel like that one can get darker. Like this one's a little more upbeat from what I saw.
Red Turtle is a Studio Ghibli movie. That's actually pretty awesome. And the animation looks gorgeous.
Holy shit. Okay, I think we do have a subspecies chupacabra situation. The legend of the Oklahoma octopus, it was the first reported case of it, was 3 months after the American release of Tentacles.
Of course.
Holy shit, I think this movie caused people to fucking come up with that urban legend. Nice.
Maybe it was an octopus.
Maybe it was, but I think we're having a subspecies chupacabra situation. The timeline matches up so well.
Well, that's kind of cool. That's like a testament to the movie when it inspires like urban legends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Ryan made a good point that Lost Boys does have beach sequences.
Oh my god, it does.
It does.
Good catch, Brian.
Vampires on the beach.
Not the one I would think of first off, but yeah, you're right.
Jen, scale of 1 to 10, how sexy is the oily saxophone player?
11. Hang on, wait, no, don't answer that question. I can answer it for him.
What?
One single thing. Does her having his signature answer that?
Oh, I'll never be as greasy and oily and be able to play the saxophone as that guy.
Oh, baby, now don't worry about it. You'll always. We can get some baby oil. It'll be fine.
I could try and play the tin whistle.
See, there you go. That's even hotter.
Okay,
Any jackass can play the saxophone.
Oh, Tim Capullo, you are amazing.
See, Marty, she still believes. She still believes.
God damn it, Trench.
High five, Trent.
Nice.
And of course, we talked about tentacles, and that reminds me, I got to mention the sand, guys.
You saying?
The sand?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I haven't seen it.
I've never.
It's a horror movie where I think that the sand drinks your blood.
Ooh,
That sounds
And it's
suspiciously like what?
I was thinking that.
Nice.
Is the sand kind of like a vampire?
Is it vampiric sand?
Dude, there's like this dude stuck in a trash can like most of the movie. It's
Ooh.
awesome.
Cool.
That's in the thumbnail for this video, as well as the woman from the movie too. They're both on the thumbnail.
Okay, awesome. I'll check it out.
Adding it to the
It
list.
sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sand that drinks
Yeah.
your blood.
I think you can actually catch it on what the hell's it called? IMDb for free with ads. So
Okay,
Nice.
cool. Cool. Definitely check it out.
Ethel, I watched a movie. I don't know if you'd be interested in it, from Mr. Twist. M. Night Shyamalan. He released a movie there called Old, and it's pretty cool. People, they get trapped on a beach, on a coastal beach, and every hour they age 2 years. And
Oh.
it's pretty fucked up, and it's pretty cool. And bar the ending kind of fucking falls. The so-called twist is a bit kind of lame, but it's got some cool kind of ideas and concepts. So if you're looking for a Shyamalan movie that isn't a total fucking disaster and you want a beach horror, check out Old.
I'll have
But
to
my
check it out.
But my favorite kind of Shyamalan movies are the total disasters.
What, like when your big villain is the plants and the wind?
Or
movie's
like
awesome.
when you can tell the devil's nearby because you're
The jelly
Jelly
toast. I was
toast.
just thinking of that.
Jelly Toast!
Oh my god. Why, Sparky? Why?
Okay, in fairness, he only wrote that movie.
But that's so stupid. That is the
No,
stupidest.
I know. It's the dumbest explanation for. I think it's the dumbest twist he's ever done in a movie is that the jelly toast makes the devil be near or something. Yeah.
He co-wrote Stuart Little, and you can tell which scenes he co-wrote because there is a scene where the cop is going into like this like can disaster where all these cans fell and crushed Stuart Little's mouse parents in detail, and you can tell M. Night Shyamalan wrote that scene.
fuck off.
What the fuck? Wait. Whoa.
Where he's talking about like these cans fell and crushed Stuart Little's parents. There was a canned soup disaster, and M. Night Shyamalan, you could tell he wrote that part because you can see he wrote it. He's in the credits. He wrote part of the first Stuart Little.
Why did he write some Stuart Little? Why?
Why did he feel the need to kill Stuart Little's parents with cans of soup? Why not a cat? Why not a dog, a hawk, a fox? Any tins of fucking tins of soup? Why?
Jeez.
Just things that happen in the mind of M. Night Shyamalan.
Because it's a twist if it was canned.
It's
It's
been a while.
canned.
It's been a while, but I swear it's in there.
See, now I'm just sitting here thinking, was that the original draft for The Sixth Sense? Was that how Bruce Willis died?
Oh
Was
my
these cans fell on him and he was like, this is too silly, but I will make someone die via cans at some point.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh yeah, Brian, I did have the fog on the list. It is.
Ooh.
It did have
It's
that.
Scooby-Doo Pirates. It's Scooby-Doo Pirates.
They're lepers. It's not their fault. They're not pirates. They're lepers. They were merchant sailors who suffered from leprosy.
Yep.
They
But
didn't
it's
deserve that shit.
It's still a Scooby-Doo pirate episode. I thought it when I was a kid, and I think it now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it is a classic though, and I like that you know, you got Adrienne Barbeau there on the radio, and she's climbing out on top of the lighthouse, and like, I don't know, it's great. It's great,
Yeah.
great thing. You mention it. Love John Carpenter, so I'd be remiss if I did not have that on this list. Which I do.
It's very atmospheric. It's one thing you can't say about the movie. It's very
Oh
atmospheric.
yes, like the movie is all about its atmosphere more than anything else. Like that's why I can let some of the story beats pass, because it builds a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
It just harkens back to a really old world kind of ghost story tale.
Yeah,
It does.
I like it because ghost pirates.
hell yeah.
They were merchant sailors. They're not pirates. I really get annoyed. That's like fucking saying, I don't know. Just don't be associating people. Not everyone who sails on a ship in the 17th century was a pirate. Okay.
Okay.
What
so,
were they, Marty? If they weren't a pirate,
They were merchant sailors. That's how he acquired the gold. He wasn't a pirate. Not only does he suffer the indignity of having leprosy, but people were like, oh, it's okay, he's a pirate. No, he was a fucking fair man who was willing to pay the islanders for his own little corner, and they absolutely fucked him over by making him crash his ship into the rocks. Oh, fuck, I can't steer it out of the way. My fingers fell off. And then to fucking add to shit, he was called a pirate, not only in the movie, but by the fans outside the movie. It's bullshit, man. Absolute bullshit.
They're ghost sailor lepers, but they look like pirates.
thank you, Trenchy. Didn't he make someone walk the plank?
See, now I'm just starting to think that like Marty's fucking ancestors were the pirates, were the leper merchant from the fog. I'm starting to just think that they were just ancestors and he's kicked off. Got really heated there, man. You okay?
I'll get my vengeance. My ancestors. I mean, I'll get my vengeance on you someday.
Marty,
Walk the plank, Marty. Don't make him walk the plank.
Well, Marty, would you rather be known as a sailor with leprosy, a ghost sailor with leprosy, or a ghost pirate? I would be a ghost pirate, man.
Ghost
I
pirate
feel
sounds pretty
the
cool.
good
Just a merchant sailor. Jesus.
I find this
Guys.
triggers you so much.
Okay,
You guys are fucking insensitive to people's afflictions, okay?
okay, can we meet in the middle and say they're ghost privateers?
Fine, okay. I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that. Okay.
There we go. They were ghost
I'm
privateers.
still saying ghost pirate. It's better.
You think, Marty? We're talking about beaches. You think beaches? You think pirates? They kind of go hand in hand. No one thinks leprosy merchants.
And perhaps this is a good place to segue into another movie or movie franchise that actually does feature pirates. Trenchy loves this one. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake loves that too. Jake went through a whole thing with all those movies.
The first three are epic, and then part 5 was good too.
You loved him as a kid.
First one still holds up pretty damn well.
I liked the first and second. I thought the arse fell out of the third one. I was like, everyone was double crossing everyone, like they killed off the Kraken, and like I don't know. I didn't feel that Davy Jones was a fucking scary villain as he was in the second.
What about the one? Wasn't there one with a woman?
Yeah, well, that was like
The last one wasn't instead of Johnny Depp, there was a woman pirate that was taking kind of over his job. I kind of fell off.
That might have.
They took his
that was
job?
part 4.
Kind of.
Because part 4, you got the daughter of Blackbeard, played by Penelope Cruz.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
And Javier Bardem was a ghost fucking a ghost naval officer, not a pirate. Not everyone who dies in the fucking ocean and turns into a ghost is a fucking pirate, okay, Christian? Okay? Just before you start turning accusations around.
Okay. But later on in the franchise, when he comes back to life, he becomes a privateer. A ghost privateer.
It
A
is.
former ghost who is now a privateer. And also a pirate.
Is that like a private eye who's a sailor?
Privateers were basically government-sanctioned pirates.
Yeah, they would rob on behalf of England. They'd attack the Spanish fucking fleets and stuff and steal their gold.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, you know. They were
Do
assholes.
you know what was bastards back then? Press scanners, right? Press scanners. You go to a tavern, buy the fucking beach or buy a fucking port. These guys, hey, we'll buy you a bunch of drink. You wake up and you're fucking part of a crew on a ship and you're like, what the fuck? And you're like, nah, you signed a contract, mate. Fucking press scanners. Don't mess with them, Trenchy.
Wait, what?
Never mind. Just don't
I
mess
don't
with
know
press
what
scanners.
that means.
It means
Is
lads
that-
that'll sign you up to the Navy. And when you wake up after you've been drunk, you'll be part of a pirate ship. Or a naval ship.
Oh.
Or a privateer ship.
So it's kidnapping / slavery. That makes sense.
Yeah, but it's legal because you sign a contract when you're drunk.
Oh, I don't get drunk. We'll be okay.
You'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. So we did Pirates of the Caribbean. Got to mention Club Dread that takes place on a beach.
It does.
Is Bill Paxton in that one, Ethel?
I think so.
Yeah, isn't it?
Bill Paxton, you said. Let's see this movie immediately.
I believe so.
I think he plays Coconut Pete.
Yeah, you're right.
How did I not know this movie existed?
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah,
like the biggest Bill Paxton fan.
Good. Check it out, man.
Will do. Will do.
It's fun.
What else do we got? We got another a schlocky B movie. Gotta mention this. The She Creature that takes place on a beach.
Have you seen it?
I need to look it up and see. I've seen so many movies; they blend together sometimes. Let me look it up.
I have.
It's the one where the hypnotist he hypnotizes the woman so deeply that she goes into like a prehistoric humanoid form, and it's sort of like it's a ghost that becomes a monster, and it runs amok and kills people.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I think I have seen this one a long time ago.
So does the hypnotist try and slip the hand after he's hypnotized her or when she's turned into the creature? Because you know those hypnotists are up to no good.
In the movie, they actually they imply that it's not good that he's doing that, and it's implied that he might be kind of seedy about it. So that's in there.
He's pulling a Bill Cosby. Gotcha.
A little bit. Not as bad as in Devil Doll, but actually, I think it's the same guy. I think it's the same actor. But
Oh no. That's a hell of a typecast. Yeah, you look like a rapist hypnotist. That's just what your roles are going to be now. That's a hell of a thing to typecast as.
trying to remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't seem to recall it. Give me a second. I might be able to remember it. But yeah, so that's a good one to mention. It's very low budget, very drab, very dark. But
Definitely check it out.
combine hypnotism and sea monsters.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
good times.
I need to revisit this. And I know I've seen it, but it was a long time ago.
It was good times.
Yeah. It's very good times. It's a good one to mention, so I had to get that in there. Let's see, what else do we have on the old list? Did Blood Waters, did Lake Placid. I might as well mention it here. Splash.
Oh, yeah, Splash. The Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah masterpiece.
The only reason I know about this movie was because of the Disney Plus controversy.
Marty brought that
That's
up.
the only reason I know about it.
I didn't even know that Disney Plus did that. I can't
They
believe they did
extended her
that.
hair to hide her buttocks. And apparently the front part of her as well. But I don't even think that was prominent in the was it, Jen? It wasn't even fucking visible. Because her hair was like big long drabs, but like
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like, I guess think of the children. Think of the children. Which
How dare the children see Daryl Hannah's ass for a couple seconds?
I got
Wait,
a question, right? I got a question. Did Hanks have sex with her in the movie?
didn't he?
I've never seen this movie, so I don't know.
Want to say, God, I saw that when I was a kid. Didn't he, Ethel? Am I dreaming it? They did have.
I thought they did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so and does it specify the amount of fluid or liquid it requires to turn her back into a mermaid? Like
What?
what if they're like hanging away and they get sweaty, or what? Like if I don't know what, like, you know.
What are you implying?
I'm just saying,
So
would intercourse not cause her to change back into a mermaid?
He's asking
Now-
if his juice would make her back into a mermaid.
Question.
No, his seaman. His seaman.
His Seaman.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, if it did perhaps turn her back into a mermaid, would that like lop off his member and like have it be trapped?
While it's fucking in there. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I never thought about that. Just like the fishy parts, just as like the Transformers putting their armor on. Just takes off Hanks's fucking shank. Gone.
Well,
We
would
need
Hanks
to
be
make
attached
this
to her?
movie now.
Would Hanks be still attached to her, or would just his member be in her? Is
I'm pretty sure.
that a stupid question?
I think it would be locked off, and it would be inside her innards, her fishy innards
Oh,
at that point.
Could you hear it swishing around? Like when she was swimming, it hit the inside, like kind of like, I don't know how to describe this, but you know, like how you have something in a can and you shake the can and you hear the rattling noise? Would that be in her fins?
Wow, like tinned peaches. Like tinned peaches.
Yes, like that.
Huh. I think that's Tom Hanks in there.
Well, what about this? What if she made like a little device so it's like a vibrator that's always inside her? That would be fun.
Well, perhaps. All right. Well, here's something I've not thought of. Maybe she has one when she has the fishtail, and like you just don't see it because it's like a fish one, so it's all like, I don't know, aerodynamic for swimming through the water, so you can't really see the air.
What,
So,
like a fish
so like,
shooter?
yeah, so like conceivably it would just be really, really fishy down there.
Wouldn't be much of a difference then, maybe. 'Twas the 80s.
This is always the problem with mermaids. As someone recently put it, where the hell do you stick it in a mermaid?
I always thought they like had a compartment that they could just lift this thing up.
The only movie that answers this question is Stuart Gordon's Dagon. The only movie that answers that question.
I always just assumed like they had a flap, like a dress kind of thing that they could just pull up when they got really turned on by a guy.
I guess
That's what I thought. I've heard.
She's like, fuck this shit, I'm out, I'm tapping out.
Well, we are talking about a very fishy situation.
I'll give Laurel Hannah credit that she probably does not smell like a fish. I'll give her the credit.
Yeah, I think so too. But I mean, really, guys have done worse, right, Marty? I'm sure the girls on
what? Then
What, you mean like a centaur? If you were getting done by a centaur, Jesus Christ.
Okay, Dan. It's of course she's going to show up when we're talking about fish cooters.
See, but at least with a centaur, the anatomy you can understand and make sense. Mermaid anatomy makes no goddamn sense.
Okay, so
parts.
Look, do you know what? Maybe let's not get into the fucking husbandry of human on hybrid human fucking relations.
But it's at the beach, Marty. It's at the beach.
But does having sex with a mermaid count as bestiality though?
Well, they are half human. So I don't know if
they're half animal.
Jesus Christ.
Would you have sex with a mermaid, Marty?
Yes, would you have sex with a mermaid? Would you have sex with a hybrid?
Okay. If Jen was afflicted with mermaiditis in the morning, I would stick by her. I would I'd put you into a tank and I'd give you those little flaky yolks and I'd give you a little model ship, a big model ship to swim through, and I'd be like, shh, keep the lights down. She's trying to sleep. Give her a moment.
This is the weirdest remake of The Shape of Water.
You definitely wouldn't let anyone tap on the glass, you know?
If they tapped on it, I'd fucking kill them. I'd fucking don't be fucking irritating my lady, okay? She's trying to sleep.
You're
trying to
mermaid.
sleep.
Would you have sex with a mermaid?
No, they always lead to death. Name me one story where someone had sex with a mermaid that didn't lead to death that wasn't Daryl Hannah.
Or Disney's Little Mermaid.
And even then, we don't know if Tom Hanks kept his dick by the end of that movie.
Shape of Water.
It's a great movie.
Was that a mermaid? I thought that was like the gill man.
Yeah, that's a gill merman, fish dude.
Creature from the Black Lagoon type situation.
Lagoon thing. But also, without spoiling, considering the ending of that movie, I don't know if that counts.
Okay. I think it was a happy ending anyway.
Oh, well, it's a happy ending. I'm just saying, considering a certain reveal about what a certain character is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that really counts.
That's just a beautiful love
movie. Yeah, it's a great love story, but yeah.
Which, you need that in a beach movie. Although that's not a beach movie, is it? Because it doesn't take place in a beach.
Well, they go to the ocean.
Yeah, they go to the ocean by the end of it, but there's no beach in the movie, really.
Yeah.
Ah, damn. It's inadmissible.
Mm-hmm.
Inadmissible, unfortunately.
Oh, too
We're
bad.
close. We're damn close. See, what else do I got on here? Well, I guess this brings us to the one I was saving for sort of the end, and I'm sure we'll come up with other ones after we start talking about it. But not the ocean, but it's a lake. Friday the 13th, the franchise.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's another one. Don't go into the water.
Yeah.
There's a legend around here.
Well, depending on the continuity in the movie, going into the water is the only safe place because Jason's afraid of the water, apparently.
Yeah, in the later movie. In part, it takes
Freddy
Manhattan.
It's Freddy versus Jason, even though 2 movies ago he was literally walking under the water to get on a boat.
Shh.
God damn it, Jason takes versus Jason.
Yes, Freddy takes the ferry. I mean Manhattan.
And toxic waste?
And the toxic waste of New York City. Yeah, that one kind of checks out, honestly.
The toxic waste of Vancouver.
I love how he looks like a fucking Bible storytime puppet when he takes off his mask. The fucking hand puppet. This is fucking glorious.
Yeah.
And again, it has teens partying at a lake, and much like a beach. You have the same kind of vibe as a beach, and they're drinking and fornicating, which is very, very bad. Never fornicate, Sparky.
Yes,
It'll lead to death. Oh, well, you're not a girl, so it doesn't matter.
Especially in a horror movie. That's like one of the cardinal rules. You don't do it in a horror movie because you will get killed. Like, that's instant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you're a girl.
Unless
Sometimes
it's Cherry Falls.
Yeah. Yeah, but then why else are you going to go to a lake? Except to drink and fornicate and like, you know.
Hide the body.
Hide a body.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that one. And murder's always great. Like murder's just
Murder
a fun
is
time.
always great. My favorite activity at the beach is murder.
Or lake. It's just awesome.
The beach last lake.
Yeah, little volleyball, little murder. It's what you do.
Exactly. And before you like hide the body, you can do selfies with the body.
Yes, you do, yeah.
Or if you're kinky, or you can do other things with the body. I mean, I don't judge.
I miss necromancy.
Absolutely. I just thought of one, guys. Weekend at Bernie's. There's a beach movie, not really science fiction
Is it
or horror.
part 2 he gets turned into a zombie, Ethel?
Yes.
Like they got him
I love
water
Yeah.
and everything. Come on.
That is
Gotta be
Weekend at
Well,
Bernie's is hilarious.
Ethel, there's a beach movie I love that is fucking awesome. It's one of Trauma's best.
Yeah.
Surf Nazis
Nazis
must die.
die.
If you haven't seen Surf Nazis must die. It's brilliant. Basically, it's the future, and the gangs rule the beaches, and the main ones are the Surf Nazis. And Leroy, a good-hearted, kind of good Samaritan African-American guy, is killed by the Surf Nazis. But fear not, his Mama Washington is coming after him, and she wants a gun that would blow the head off a honky at 30 paces, and by God, she's going to get one. It's brilliant. Like all the fucking members are named after the Third Reich. They have what's called switchboards. There's switchblades on the end of their fucking surfboards. The overacting is fantastic. The soundtrack is amazing.
Yes.
Like the soundtrack and some of the photography and like camera work is like, wait, did someone had real big aspirations for this movie without realizing what they were making? And like there's references to fucking Clockwork Orange in this movie. There's some fantastic overacting. They're like, the Surf Nazis are like, we are going to rule the beach because we have sand and power. And then there's these guys called the Designer Wave, and one of them has a big beard, and he's like, oh, Adolf, you couldn't handle the power. It's a fucking wonderful movie. If you haven't seen Trauma's Surf Nazis Must Die, you have to fucking watch it. It's, oh, God.
The movie sounds amazing.
He's amazing.
It's brilliant. And Mama Washington. I love Mama Washington. Time for supper, boy. She fucking puts the gun into his mouth. Time for some hot supper, boy.
Love that movie.
I know you did.
Hey, Dan.
Have you seen it, Ethel? Have you seen
No,
Surf
I haven't.
Nazis Must Die?
I have not seen Surf Nazis.
It's brilliant.
I'm gonna check it out though. Let's see if I got it on Prime or something.
Do they have it on Prime?
It was on Trauma's YouTube for ages, but they don't own the rights to it anymore. Because I know Lloyd always said he wanted to make a sequel to it called Neo Surf Nazis Must Die.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think they own the rights to it anymore.
That sucks. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's beach for sure. I guess I'm gonna move on. Got to mention it, and it's not technically sci-fi. Well, maybe it is. Baywatch, guys. Baywatch.
Oh yeah. Baywatch.
It did have a horror spin-off series, though.
I'll be ready wherever. Yeah, wasn't like Mitch investigating UFOs and ghosts and shit by the end of fucking Baywatch Nights.
Yes.
Baywatch Nights was definitely sci-fi, but like the original Baywatch, it had its weird elements. Like there was this one where there was an electric eel, and it was loose, but it was like huge, and they don't even get that big. But it was like friggin' like 20 feet or whatever, and it's like they don't get that big.
I always thought it was a mutant one.
It was like shocking people, and like they'd have to bring the person on the shore, and like they hit them with paddles and get their heart going again. It's like, what?
Look, Ethel, in a world where Pamela Anderson's chest can be that big, I don't think fucking size or measurement or fucking scale really matters.
That's a fair point.
Oh, come on. You guys loved her chest. You guys loved her chest.
That wasn't the chest I was looking at. Tish.
Oh, my God.
We are German, after all. We are German, after all. So it's kind of an obligation to love the Hoff.
No judgment.
Actually, that's a good question. Ethel, out of 10, what would you give the Hoff for sex appeal?
Well, you know, I do have a fondness for him because of Knight Rider. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I give him a good 6.5, 7. Like, he's pretty attractive man.
Nice. Jen, would you hassle the Hoff if you could?
See, the thing is when you say his name, I always think of him crying, eating a cheeseburger at like midnight. I always think of that thing. So I don't know. It loses some of that, you know, hotness.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a bad-looking guy. Don't get me wrong.
I think of his terrific albums.
Oh yeah.
I just think of his amazing music career.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with a man crying eating a cheeseburger. I mean, we've all been there, right?
We've all been there.
We've all been
eating
there.
a cheeseburger off the floor.
Him singing the theme song to Baywatch. That's David Hasselhoff singing that.
Yep.
I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Sorry.
Trent, Baywatch thoughts, my friend?
I haven't seen too much of it, but it's fun. I know Hulk Hogan and Macho Man and like Vader and some other wrestlers showed up for an episode.
Yeah,
Because
Bash on the Beach. That was an actual fucking segment from fucking ECW, I think.
Yeah. I know there's an episode I gotta see you were telling me about with a monkey and a dwarf. And that sounds tailor-made for me. So
He's
You got the dwarf from Seinfeld, and you've got an orangutan. And the orangutan has a daydream about becoming a lifeguard, and he puts on the trunks, and he's got the freaking the rescue can, and he's got the sunglasses, and like it's gold, guy, gold.
Gonna have to check it out, dude.
And because you mentioned, thank you for mentioning the wrestlers in that, because you reminded me of a science fiction show that takes place on a beach starring Hulk Hogan. I'm, of course, talking about Thunder in Paradise.
I've never seen
yeah.
What?
I didn't
Yeah,
even.
he plays a mercenary with a super advanced boat, right, Ethel? He's got like a super high-tech boat.
This is sounding
And the
familiar.
The boat's called Thunder. And Hulk Hogan's a single father, and he's ex-military, and he's got a super high-tech boat, and they fight crime. And for some reason, he possesses super strength for whatever reason. I don't know why. They never explain it. But like in one episode, he lifts an entire tree out of the ground because he's like tied to it.
How long did this last?
And how
I think it lasted for one season. It was on Fox affiliates, I believe.
I get that.
Probably because they got sued by the Knight Rider team. Jesus.
But it's a boat, so it's different.
It's a boat, and it didn't talk. It did not talk.
It's totally an original concept.
It reminded me a lot more of Airwolf than Knight Rider, because
Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense, honestly.
Another good one.
Which that's a great show, and that's totally science fiction because that's crazy. But it doesn't take place on a beach, so we won't get into Airwolf here. Maybe if we do a theme episode on Airwolf. Air Week or something, or the Sky Terror in the Sky Week. Well, maybe we'll do that. But
That's a good idea.
that would be an excuse about the giant claw.
Yes, the
Two
greatest
of my
monster.
favorite stop motion kind of monster attacks and battles take places on beaches, both in the same movie in Mysterious Island, where the crew are attacked by a giant crab, and then a giant chicken tries to kill the castaways. I forgot to mention that. I should have mentioned that earlier. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Sweet. Yeah, so like it's pretty cool. And geez, did we run through my entire list, guys? Because I feel like we might have.
Ooh, that was quick.
There's a long list too.
Any other beach stuff, guys, you can think of?
I got one. This is a show from my childhood, and it's not very good, but it's called Flight 29 Down, and it was pretty much a teenage version of Lost.
Holy
without the
shit!
mystery.
I just watched a video about this show.
Dude, it's weird as fuck because the acting is not that good, but it's a bunch of teenagers and a small kid on an island, and they have confessionals. They literally had confessionals like Big Brother, where they would look in the camera and just talk shit about the other person or what was wrong on the island. And one of the big mysteries is there was a chicken that wasn't native to the island, and they need to find out how the chicken got there so they could get off the island.
This sounds like Lost Junior.
Yes,
Like
it is.
Kid Lost. Instead of a polar bear, it's a mysterious chicken that they suss out why the fucking.
They ripped the fuck off of Lost, man, and it had Corbin Blue in it back when Corbin Blue was big.
Oh wow!
Wait! They turned the chicken into Gordon Blue.
No, that's an actor.
Oh, okay. The actor is called Gordon Blue.
Something like
Cordon
that.
Bleu is good though. Like that's special, man. You got the ham and the cheese inside. It's all bready.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like,
How long did it take them to make Gordon Blue in the series? French.
He was there from day one.
Okay.
they did an entire series just making chicken cordon bleu. It's crazy.
Well, Christ, I'm getting hungry now.
You're not alone. I did think of another movie, guys. It's not on my list, but it should have been. It's in the thumbnail. Crater Lake Monster.
Oh yeah. That's it's a plesiosaur. It's a fucking it's a stop motion segments. It's a stop motion plesiosaur that causes all kinds of fucking nonsense and trouble.
I've never seen it.
I've never heard of it, but
Yeah.
that sounds cool.
Oh, it eats hillbillies at this lake.
Yo,
Yeah.
Woohoo!
There's a complete there's a complete fucking subplot involving like a convenience store robbery, and it goes nowhere because the dude's just fucking eating. He's like, yeah, I escaped the cops. I'm gonna hide out. Oh fuck!
Oh
But
shit!
the fucking
I've seen
stop
this
motion on
movie. Holy shit! I've seen this movie. Okay.
It's awesome.
Yes, that just triggered a memory. I saw this movie on like the sci-fi channels at some point. Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Sci-fi for a little while. I first saw this movie on VHS because I was little and I loved anything with like monsters in it because I was a big Godzilla fan. So I got this one and it was great. I still have the tape upstairs. Should have had it down.
Ethel, was it the plesiosaur eggs were at the bottom of the lake? An asteroid hit the lake and heated it up and caused the eggs to hatch. Yeah.
Yes. But I think I don't know if it was if it was eggs or if the plesiosaur was just down there frozen in the depths of the lake.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely the asteroid that thawed out whatever, hatched whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not unlike another movie that takes place on a beach for a few scenes. Dinosaurus. If you guys have seen that one.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, with the friggin' T-Rex and the Brontosaurus, and they're down at the bottom of the lake, and they get released.
Doesn't some fucking apeshit caveman get released as well? And the kid befriends the Brontosaurus. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's absolute pants, but it's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
You could fucking put a dinosaur in a teabag commercial and I demand it wins an Oscar. Sorry. How I am with dinosaurs. Well,
it's amazing.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, it's amazing that caveman didn't get a dinosaur ass for riding the Brontosaurus. Like,
oh yeah, that thing had fucking that thing was Flintstone era fucking dinosaurs with the bumps. Ah, fucking sure.
Hemorrhoids.
just hemorrhoids.
Yeah, because fuck you. It was funny. Fuck you. Killing my.
Hey, cute stuff. I thought it was funny.
Thank you.
There was no joke. She just said hemorrhoids.
It went with.
Boy, don't question your mother. Don't question your mother.
But I could see Trenchy really liking that movie. I don't know if he's seen it or not, but I could see him digging it because of the caveman.
Trench, you seen that movie?
Trenchy.
Trench. Shark Boy and Lava Girl Trench.
He's wrangling
the Shark Boy and Lava Girl and his OnlyFans.
He's busy. He's tending to the cats. He'll come back.
Nice.
Very cool.
But yeah, that's like friggin'. I don't know if that's all of them. Or another one that takes place on the beach, and we actually watched it on Watch Along, was 20 Million Miles to Earth.
Yes.
Very good.
That's a good one. I was going to think, what was the other one we watched? That the plot went nowhere, and there was a dude with a spear gun, and there was a weird creature, and fucking there was about 300 plots to it. I'm trying to fucking think what was that. 20 Million Miles to Earth is awesome though.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite Harryhausen's.
Why?
I think I grew up watching it a lot, so I think that's just I have a nostalgia for it. But for some reason, I love that movie.
Get that.
The real monster of that movie was the elephant.
Yes.
The Ymir would have been grand if that elephant hadn't started shit. Ethel, was it on your channel or Mark's channel we watched like a public domain movie about like nuclear testing, and some kind of creature comes up on the beach and there's a dude just harpooning women for the fucking hoolie? I'm trying to think. And it went nowhere. They ended up blowing up the entire coastline.
I need to watch this movie.
That was on Mark's channel, I think.
Yeah, fuck, I'm trying to think of the title. That took place at the beach as well, but it was absolute fucking, it was dreadful. Trent should remember the title if he was here.
Another one that takes place on a beach is Bloodlust, guys. That takes place on a beach, on an island.
Never seen that one.
I don't think I have
never
either.
heard of this one.
That's the one where it's basically a Most Dangerous Game, the movie. There's a rich guy, and he's hunting people, and that has a spear gun in it too.
Okay. Very cool. What?
Nothing. It just whenever someone says the Most Dangerous Game, I don't know why, but my mind immediately goes to The Pest.
With John Leguizamo?
Yes, the John Leguizamo movie. I don't know why. I'm broken, okay?
Ethel, have you seen, it's kind of a mystery, it's a kind of mystery thriller from David Twohy. It's called Perfect Getaway. It stars Mila Jovovich and Steve Zahn as a couple, and they end up teaming up with two other couples on an island resort to just enjoy the resort, but there's a serial killer among them. and it's pretty cool. And there's a couple of twists if you get a chance. It's got Mila Jovovich, Steve Zahn, Timothy Olyphant, Mary Shelton, and Chris Hemsworth. If you get a chance, check it out.
Cool.
I'll have to see that. I like Mila Jovovich.
Oh, she kicks arse in it. It's a cool movie.
I like her music because of
She
course
has music?
she did a song for a movie I like.
Persifier. She's part of Persifier as well. There's a band called Persifier.
Ah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's
Okay.
got a real pretty voice.
That's cool.
I like it.
Cool.
Actually, doubling back, Christian. She actually provided the song for Persifier is on the trailer for Transformers Fall of Cybertron for the Xbox. Humbling River.
Song then.
Humbling River.
She also did a song for It's My Party.
She did? Oh
Mhm.
shit, that was a bit okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, then yes, I have heard that song then.
Any more beach movies, Ethel?
Well, John, I haven't seen it, but John is saying I escaped from Devil's Island. Oh, Tracy's gone. Gone.
Nope, never heard of it.
Jim Brown.
I haven't. Jim Brown.
Never heard of it.
Oh
Check
man,
it out.
that's
Oh,
one
Ben,
I haven't.
Ben, we went over the sand. We talked about the sand earlier on, dude.
Yeah, the guy in the trash can. Which is the thumbnail. Which is great.
That is funny. That was an awesome thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, Ethel, what's the one where Brooke Shields shags her cousin in the 1800s on an island?
The Blue Lagoon. I was going to mention that earlier. and thank you for bringing it
You're
up.
right.
You owe me a Coke.
No, I haven't thought of that movie in years.
Oh.
And then there's a Return to Blue Lagoon. It had a sequel.
Yeah, it
have a
did.
I mean, Jovovich was in the sequel, right? Was William Cash in the first one? Why do I think the Real American Hero was in the first one? I think the guy had curly hair. I was like, is that William Cash, the Real American Hero?
It wasn't.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air.
It wasn't. Damn it. It wasn't.
It wasn't the Greatest American Hero.
No.
He was in House.
I want to say, but I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. It's not Love Story Guy. Love Story Guy. God, my
Love Story.
Love
There's a
Story.
lot of love stories.
No, Love Story. The actual movie Love Story. It's not Whatchamadu. God, I can't think of his name.
I'm going to look it up. Hang on a minute. No, I don't want to look up for a Blue Lagoon. I'm looking for the Blue Lagoon. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit.
Oh, but speaking of William Catt, they did do a beach episode of Greatest American Hero. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that counts.
There we go. All ties back.
It has a musical, which is fun.
Jen,
I don't know what it
Christopher
does with
Atkins.
that.
Okay. Then I was wrong. I was way off.
Sorry, Ethel, I put across you.
Thinking.
I was just saying, I don't know what it is in the folk music, but they always had a folk song in every episode. It's kind of weird.
They did.
What the hell were you thinking?
Oh, Married to Farrah Fawcett. Married to Farrah Fawcett. God damn it. I knew I was wrong. Never mind. Fuck off.
Okay, fine.
It makes sense in my mind.
Another one that's a beach movie, sort of. Well, I mean, it takes place at a pool. I guess that's close enough. Cocoon.
Yes.
Oh God, Cocoon.
And there was a sequel to Cocoon.
There was 2 sequels
Yeah.
to Cocoon.
I thought there was only one. Yeah.
Wait,
Eternal
there's
Youth.
2 sequels to Cuckoo?
There was a new Cocoon movie that came out like 2 years ago.
Oh, you're right.
Wait,
About that.
I didn't know they made another. I only
Thank
knew
you.
about
Thank you,
Cocoon.
Cocoon.
Yeah, they made a new Cocoon. Like it's like Cocoon. So it has
Did
some.
Steve Guttenberg come
No,
back?
the Gutenberg did not come back for Cocoon 3. It's not even called Cocoon 3. It's like Cocoon in some. It's a subtitle.
Cocoon and Friends.
Cocoon in French, sure. But yeah. Yeah, there was a new Cocoon film that came out like 2 or 3 years ago.
Thank you, Jim Bug. You're right. Ryan O'Neal. That's who I was thinking of. My God, I was wrong, but I don't know why my mind went to Ryan O'Neal. Don't know why.
Which that first Cocoon movie was actually really good. Like I liked that.
Yeah.
The aliens were impressive.
Yeah, it was. Well, it's a subject everyone's kind of, we're all going to get old, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Christian, does the new Cocoon, was it directed by Glenn Danzig that you know about it? Is that how?
No, but that would have made it so much better.
People are saying it's awful by the
I
way.
know, and I'm excited. It's gonna be terrible.
I don't have to watch it with
Yes, you do. We're doing a video on it. Glenn Danzig should make all the movies from now on. Him and Fred Durst. Him and Fred Durst are the auteurs of our generation. They're like the next Scorsese.
I still can't believe you like The Fanatic in an unironic way.
I don't like The Fanatic in an unironic way. I love The Fanatic in an unironic way.
I don't think Danzig and Fred Durst would get along. I feel like he'd just pick him up and break him in half.
Yeah, probably.
Danzig was actually offered the role as Wolverine, and he said, "No, I don't want to play that pussy." Seriously.
I thought he declined because there wasn't enough blood in the friggin' movie.
Probably. You okay, Christian?
I'm just imagining the goddamn Hugh Jackman X-Men movies with Danzig instead. Oh my god.
Isn't he super short?
Oh my god. Well, Wolverine in the comics.
Wolverine is super short.
Okay.
He's like 5'2" in the comics. I'm just imagining Logan with goddamn Danzig in it instead, and it's amazing.
There would be a rider in his contract that says that Wolverine has to be shirtless throughout the entire series of films and has to wear a belt buckle.
There totally would.
Brian, I don't know if Saving Private Ryan would fit into this category because of the Normandy landing. Interesting fact, that scene was shot here in Ireland.
Yeah, it's not technically science fiction either. I mean, unless you don't believe in Normandy.
Ethel, there's probably fucking some neo-Nazis out there. No, we didn't lose Europe. We won. What the fuck are you on about? It is science fiction, yeah?
I have heard people make these arguments. They are hilarious and stupid.
Ben Grimm, you hated Old, huh? That I haven't heard very good things. I know you've liked it, Marty, but I haven't heard very good things from many other people.
Maybe I'm just strange.
Nah.
Yeah.
See you later.
Well, dating. There's really got to be something wrong with you.
There is a character in it called Medium-Sized Trans Am.
Oh, God.
He's a rapper.
Wait.
He's a rapper.
I heard about this.
Okay, you give me shit for goddamn Glenn Danzig and Fred Durst movies, but you're totally cool if a movie where a character's named Medium-Sized Trans Am. Okay.
He's a rapper.
Sure.
I'm right, Marty,
that seems fair.
I heard about
Moose is ridiculous, and Bela Legato is a stupid name, but Medium-Sized Trans Am's perfectly normal.
Hey, he's a rapper in the movie.
Oh, that's fine.
That explains it.
I heard about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how a rapper gets to a beach where it's aging people rapidly, but I'm sure Shyamalan's writing explains it.
Because we've always known him to be a great writer. Writing has always been his strong suit.
It's like his career hasn't just been riding on the coattails of one successful movie. Like,
no, not you're talking crazy, Ethel.
Look, if you can put together lore that includes plants starting a revolution and Satan the indicator for Satan being toast with the jelly side down. You know, it's the guy's an auteur. The guy's a fucking auteur. I mean, look, sheer fucking genius. Who'd have thought aliens would invade a planet where 90, maybe 80% of the planet is essentially battery acid to them? But fuck it, yeah, let's invade the fucking planet. Yeah, that. Bravo, Shyamalan.
See, that's not even my biggest problem writing-wise with Signs. Like, that is a stupid idea, it was, but that's not even where I call massive bullshit on Signs.
Brian, I love Lord of the Flies. Oh my God, I love the book.
Oh yeah, it is set on an island.
Oh God, I love that book.
That could be considered horror, especially in the book where they're all pooping on the beach because they ate fruit.
Wait a minute, Sparky. Didn't you say they were supposed to make one with an all-female
Yeah, they were
cast?
going to do a remake of Lord of the Flies with a group with like.
Did they ever do it?
They haven't done it yet, but I don't think it's been canceled yet.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I love Lord of that's another one. The human struggle and the inhumanity, man's inhumanity to man. Only its children.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the thing is, because they're innocent and because they're children, they have the chance to make paradise, but because the fucking society has bred them to the weakest have to be at the bottom and the strongest have to be at the top.
Yeah.
That's the whole dichotomy of the book.
Yeah, I love that. Piggy.
See, I read the books without the pictures. I read the books without the pictures too, Jen.
I know, baby. I know.
That's smart.
Marty, no kidding. Wasn't there a comic, or am I dreaming?
Of Lord of the Flies?
Yeah.
Yes, there probably was.
Okay.
Because there's been comics of other stuff. There's been comics of fucking Heart of Darkness. There's been comics of the Man Who Laughs. There's been comic books of like every fucking. There's been comic books everything. There's been fucking.
That's true.
Yeah, Brian. They're supposed
You get
to
those
make.
NECA.
Yes.
The
You get
NECA
those
figures
Lord
for
of
the
the
boys. Fuck us, yeah, I'd get him Pigsy. That's the fucking the kid with the fucking.
Do you think it would? Because men are. I'm not saying women aren't savage.
You'd have to do some major rewrites just because of how men and women are raised differently in society and are.
But women can be just as
well,
vicious.
yes, but in the whole,
especially when we're
like
in a
Marty
group.
was saying, the whole point of the book is how society has raised people to have certain beliefs. So you would have to rewrite the whole script basically to fucking do it for how society is fucking treats and fucking has women.
Yeah, because it, like the 19th century, the story's set in the 19th century.
Yeah.
So the fact is, the men are like, oh, you're strong if you hunt and if you do sports and stuff like that. So again, by rights, these kids should be blank slates. But when they when they go onto the island and try and re-establish society, they have a chance to start afresh. But no, they just replicate what was they experienced or taught in the real world. So
yeah,
well, real world, the civilized world.
Yes.
I think it would be just as brutal because women can be very cruel to each other.
Oh yeah. Women can be. We especially mind fucking with people. Women have it over men. Not to say men can't mind fuck, but women can really mind fuck. But yeah, and women can be very cruel.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that reminds me of another beach movie with women who are cruel to each other in it. The Horrors of Spider Island, guys. Have you seen this?
Have
God,
you?
I'm sure it's gonna. As soon as you start telling the plot, I'm gonna say I've seen this on a sci-fi movie of the week thing.
Regale us of such tales, Ethel.
Well, and this is public domain, so we might get into watching this on Watch Along at some point. There's a wealthy guy, and he's looking to put together a dance troupe to take to Singapore to perform. So he recruits all these various women of differing skill levels, and then he fly to Singapore. But on the way, their plane gets into an accident and crashes. and they drift up onto this island, and the island is like a radioactive test site, or there was a guy who was doing tests with radiation, and these spiders have mutated, and they're like this big, and like they look kind of goofy, and the spiders, and this guy, he's trapped alone on this island with these women and his personal assistant, who's also a woman, so he's the only guy. And he gets bitten by one of these spiders, and he starts turning into a spider himself, and he gets kind of hairy, and he gets kind of like weird teeth, and he's just walking around in slacks, terrorizing these women, and they're all trying to like get with him because I guess they've been washed up on the island for a little while, and they just run around going.
Wait. So they're essentially these ladies want to get jiggy. What's essentially Peter Parker turning into the man spider, and they're like, yeah, I fucking tap that shit.
Like in Glenn Danzig's Veronica.
Oh God!
Fucking all loves like the Glenn Danzig.
It's exactly like Glenn Danzig's Veronica.
They want to get with him before he becomes the spider. After he becomes the spider, he starts stalking them on the island, and they walk around looking for him, going, Gary, Gary.
How big is his thorax?
But,
it's about the thorax now, is it? It's about the fucking thorax.
For a second, I thought you said Lorax and was like, what does Zeus have to do with this? How big is his copy of Zeus?
I don't feel as significant as it is. You have to bring the thorax into it, don't you?
Does it speak? Does his Lorax speak for the trees?
Well, I'll tell you something, Jen. I don't mind bringing up the metatarsals because you brought up the fucking thorax.
I wasn't bringing up the thorax. I just was asking how big the spider's thorax is.
That sounds like you were bringing up the thorax.
I was questioning because there is such. Oh, this is a great segue. I can tell.
Oh God damn it!
I can tell everybody there is a thing called spider porn. This is a huge thing. This is like a big thing, and like people get turned on, and like sometimes they're like in spider costumes, all kinds of things. There's a whole subgenre of spider porn.
Spider porn. That's a new
Spider
one.
Jen, that's one that I might give a miss to.
And that's the next thing she wants you to review together.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ethel. I apologize.
And sometimes spider porn set on a beach. See, we're back to beaches.
Actually, there was one.
Jesus.
Yes, spider porn. It gives shooting webs a whole new meaning.
God damn it.
Is that web fluid in my hair? No. No, it's not. Damn it, Peter. You got web fluid everywhere. Yes, web fluid.
I've heard web fluid gives your hair a lot of body. It makes it real soft.
Reggie, what's your knowledge of web fluid?
Now I'm just thinking of that. I'm just thinking of that time Spider-Man gave a woman cancer because his semen was radioactive.
Yeah, it was Mary Jane.
Wait, you didn't know? I figured you of all people would have known about this. Yeah,
I did not know. I know fucking Betty Ross ended up getting fucking gamma radiation poisoning, and her hair fell out, and she turned green and shit from banning the Hulk. But I didn't know about fucking Peter Parker's fucking.
Yeah, I forget. It might have been an Elseworld story or something, but there was one comic where Peter gave someone cancer because his semen was radioactive.
Then he felt really bad.
Jesus.
But my favorite weird ass shit is when Iron Man's brain tumor saved the world. That's my favorite weird comic thing.
Wait, even I don't know about that one. Explain.
Like, I forget exactly, but somehow his brain tumor, like, became conscious and, ended up saving the world. I gotta look it up again. It's been a while, but
God
this
damn it, I love comics.
Speaking of beaches,
Which-
does anyone else remember the? Oh, sorry, Ethel.
Speaking of beach.
Well, I was just going to say, this is a good point to mention because we mentioned Spider-Man, and we're talking about comic books real briefly. Don't forget to check out Trenchy's channel. He's doing Spidey July, so like
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
reviewing the Spidey.
and it's failing
Just thought I-
horribly. Thank you.
No,
They
no,
kicked ours.
you're doing well. Just want to give you a little plug, man. But anyway, what were you going to say, Marty?
But back in the 90s, there used to be special issues of Marvel swimsuit editions. Where it
Yes.
was like, they drew like the X-Men women in bikinis, and you'd like fucking Frank Castle in a banana hammock, and you had fucking. Does anyone else remember them?
I do. I have one of them.
Ooh, nice.
Mine is, I think it's the last one they did, and it has one of the most horrible pieces of artwork I've ever seen. It's also one of the most 90s. It's a pinup of Cable, with like, but he's super buff, like has a goddamn brick house for a chest, basically, a bunch of guns on the back, and he's just in a tiny little X-Men Speedo. It's ridiculous. Let me look and see if I can't find that.
I didn't have a full comic, but I know in random comics they would have like the picture of that, like just random Marvel characters at the beach, and there was one of like Nightcrawler in like swim trunks with like a hot dog, and I think like Gambit and Rogue were sunbathing, but I don't remember too well. But I do remember Nightcrawler with the hot dog pretty vividly.
I've seen that one
God,
too, Trent.
That one's even better. Holy shit,
Oh.
that one's great.
Oh, you seen it too, Ethel?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they were sunbathing in the background.
It's been a while.
Hot dog.
That's amazing. I'm trying to find the Cable one. There's Venom fishing.
There's also a cheat in the Mutant Academy PS1 game where you can put all the characters in swim trunks, including Xavier. He's like
Oh.
his wheelchair turns into like a wicker fucking sun lounger that he can roll around, and he's in trunks. And Wolverine's in trunks, and they're all in trunks. And it's the stupidest thing. But I just love the fact, fucking Xavier's in this fucking wicker fucking wheelchair, just fucking rolling around. And the only fucking kind of attack he can do is just pivot backwards and hit you with his feet in the wheelchair. It's the funniest fucking thing ever.
Okay, no,
That's pretty cool.
I found the best pinup out of all of them. It's Ghost Rider. It's just him doing the Burt Russell on a bearskin rug pose on a beach, but it's just a skeleton on fire.
Nice.
That's amazing.
All right. Well, I think this has been pretty successful. As far as streams go, we're at the 2 hour and 8 minute mark, so maybe I'm gonna bring things to a close, guys. We've gone over quite a few movies, and we only got 2 people left watching, so probably a good spot to stop. Yeah, I did want to thank you all for joining me. This was the last of the summer-themed Sci-Fi Sundays for at least my duties of hosting. Next month, Marty, what's going on?
If you go down to the Wood stream, first week is Sasquatch and Bigfoot movies.
Yes!
Second week, which is going to be Sunday the 15th, we'll be talking about Friday the 13th. Then we're going to be doing nature versus man in the woods movies, and lastly, we're going to be talking about redneck rampages and hillbillies from hell. So yeah.
Woohoo.
I have unknowingly been preparing for that Bigfoot stream for years.
You're definitely in. So
That's going to be great. You got Boggy Creek Creature and all that to add into the mix. So like that'll be
Harry
cool.
and the Hendersons, and the TV show, which had Hacksaw Jim Duggan for some reason.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, so we got that. We got Trenchy. What's coming down the pipeline? What's next? I know we're talking Spidey July, still going strong, but what's up?
I wouldn't say strong. I don't know if it will be out by the end of July, but hopefully it is. We're still working on that episode, and I don't know what else is happening. We'll see. Things happen when they happen.
Exactly.
When it happens, you'll know.
Yes.
Or I won't. I usually goes unnoticed.
Trench, I meant to ask you, do you have HBO Max still, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to review Suicide Squad when it comes out this Friday?
Wait, it comes out this Friday?
Wait, it's this Friday?
Well, Friday coming, yeah, because it's, it's Monday for me. Oh. Sorry, yeah, it's Friday week.
Yeah, I'm watching that shit. Like I'm excited for that. I'm definitely gonna review that.
Nice.
All right, cool. And Jen, Christian, what's going on, guys? What's next for Jen Who's Graves?
Well, assuming these two don't spend every day talking again, we will be doing reviews for Spiral from the Book of Saw, the new Netflix vampire movie, and a few other scant things.
And Cat Sick Blues.
Oh yes, and Cat Sick Blues, which is a very messed up sort of slasher film.
It has a cat-shaped dildo in it.
Yes, about a man who kills people with a cat penis dildo.
To bring back his cat, and it has to be 9, because, 9 lives.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Check that out. That sounds like that's going to be good, guys.
Thank you.
So, of course... Yeah, well, of course, this has been Sci-Fi Sunday. Don't forget to check out the next thing I got coming on. We're going to do Watch Along this Friday. It's the Swamp Creature, The Curse of the Swamp Creature. It's 1966 film. We're going to be watching a bunch of people in Texas and a swamp creature. You gotta love it. So I've been joined here by my good friend Marty, Trash Picture Show, Trenchy down below, and Jen Christian, Jen's Reviews from the Grave. And I just want to thank everybody in the comments. Thank you, Sasha Kubrick, John Steele, June Bug Films, Ben Graham, Filthy Dan, guys, and Sadie. Of course, we had Sadie in the comments too. And thank you all for being here. And thank you to anybody who's watching this who wasn't in the comments, commenting and talking and being cool. Oh, thank you, Kubrick Lover too, by the way, for being here. And thank you, anybody who wasn't in the comments, when you were watching anyway, or you watching in the future. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, you like seeing streams like this, you like stuff like this, give it a thumbs up, show positive vibes, leave a comment and stuff. If you don't like it, you think I suck, you want me to shut up already, give it a thumbs down. Let me know. I can take it.
Or yeah, she's okay. If she's okay with it, I won't kill you. But if she wants, I'll kill you. Don't be doing that. Don't be a dick.
And if you're excited and you're really enthused about it, you want to make sure that you see this every time it happens. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Ring that bell. And that's kind of cool. And if you want to talk to me, you can even talk to me. I'll talk to you. contact me via Twitter. It's _, or @_Ethel_cross_, and I'll talk to you. I got nothing better to do. We talk. We hang out. We'll do lunch. So yeah, thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you Friday. And don't forget to tune in next Sunday to Marty's channel for the if you go into the Wood stream. So thank you, everybody. See you later. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Oh, if I can end the stream, if the button will not disappear.
I can't hold this pose any longer.
And broadcast.